So I was in the store, and sometimes when I hear people talking on the phone, or when I hear people having conversations with people that are with them, sometimes people say trigger words or trigger statements that when I get back into my car, it makes me think about what they've said. And it makes me think about how my life is operating now. So I just came out of the store, and there was a lady on the phone, and it seems like she was maybe talking to her daughter, her child, or maybe someone younger. Because I know she kept saying baby, and I know she kept saying, life is hard, and this is life, and this is how life goes, and you have to accept life for what it is sometime, and have to accept people for what they are sometime, or for who they are. And she told the person on the phone, she said, one thing I want you to do, or one thing that you need to do, is that you need to get it together. It's time to get it together. So I took that statement, it's time to get it together, and I got back in my car, and I began to think, when people say it's time to get it together, or when I say I need to get it together, what exactly am I getting together? What exactly does that mean when you say, girl, you need to get it together? Or when you tell your child, baby, you need to get it together. What actually are you saying that needs to take place? What needs to get together? So when I think about it, even more so when I'm sitting in the car, I'm like, there are a variety of things that we need to get together, or that we could get together, or that statement, you need to get it together, could mean. It could mean you need to read more. It can mean you need to rest more. It could mean you need to leave the toxic relationships. It could mean you need to get out. You need to outgrow yourself. You need to stop holding grudges. You need to go out and find a better job. You need to step out and be more social. You need to buy new wardrobes, eat different food, start flying instead of driving. When someone says you need to get it together, the next time someone tells you you need to get it together, I want you to sit and think about, what actually do they mean? So I know that when I reference it to my daughter, when I tell my daughter, baby, you need to get it together, she immediately internalizes that I mean you need to start saving your money. You need to start looking for a car. You need to start driving yourself to work. You need to start driving yourself to trainings. You need to get your room clean. You need to make the doctor's appointment. You need to cook one night. She internalizes you need to get it together, or you need to get yourself together. She internalizes it the way she internalizes it. But when someone says it to you, what exactly, I would ask a person. Now, I didn't have a conversation with this lady at all, but I would ask a person when they say, Michelle, you need to get it together. And I'm going to have to say, what together do I need to get? When you tell someone they need to get it together, what they need to do. And then when they tell you that, you need to go off by yourself and you need to say, shit, what do I need to get together? What is it that I need to do? So for me, I can answer what I need to do. If someone says, Michelle, you need to get it together, to me, I internalize that as you need to save your money better. You need to be more sociable. You need to activate and jumpstart your business. You need to go out and find speaking gigs, and you need to go out and just speak, and you just need to be present. That's what I need to get it together means to me. So when so many people be saying it, I'm always thinking, well, what the heck do you mean when you say I need to get it together? So when I continue to hear her on the phone in the store, she says, baby, let me tell you what you need to do. You need to go home. You need to look at your... So she told the person they need to go home. So like I said, I assume that's her child or whatever. She says, you need to go home and you need to make a list of everything that you feel like you're doing right in your life. everything that you feel like you're doing right in your life. And then you need to look at everything that you feel like that you're doing wrong in your life. And she says, when I tell you to get yourself together, that means the things that you haven't quite reached yet in your life is what you need to work on. Because maybe you get enough sleep. Maybe you eat well. Maybe you're social. Maybe you do whatever it is correctly. But maybe what you're not doing is having the hard conversations with your child. Or maybe you are not saving money. Or maybe you're not paying attention to things that need to pay attention to. Like for us women, I can say for me, I need to pay more attention to the car. You know, like oil changes and tire rotations, and when things break down, I need to pay attention to things like that. That is literally a part of you need to get it together. Because without that, the car wouldn't run. Without that, I will have even more auto mechanic bills or money shelling out for the car than I need to. So when somebody says you need to get it together, like, don't take offense to it. Just think about, well, what are some things that I possibly do need to work on? Getting it together means these are things that I need to work on to be a better me. Don't take such offense when people say, girl, you need to get it together. Because technically, the things that you think about that you really need to get together shouldn't be an offense mechanism, because it's actually something that you need to get yourself together. So I just continue to listen, and I keep listening, you know. And when a person says get yourself together, like, don't take offense. Don't be offended by it. Think about what it is that you need to work on to be a better person. Like I said, for me, I need to save money. That's a part of me getting it together. I'm not a good money saver. I don't know money. I'm not a good money saver. Okay. Something else, when people tell me, Michelle, you need to get it together, I may need to work on my weight, meaning I need to eat a little bit more healthier, or I need to walk more than just 2 days a week, 30 minutes on those 2 days. I need to get myself together. Let's not take offense when people say, girl, you need to get it together. Because let me tell you something. We are so quick to take offense because we feel like that people are talking about us. And they're not. They're not talking about us. They're just trying to get us to think about some areas that we need to work on. And that's what it means to get yourself together. That's what it means. So I heard her on the phone and she says that, and I get in the car and I start mapping out, and I always pack a piece of paper in here. I got a piece of paper somewhere in here, and I always have a piece of paper, and I pull out the pen and I write down things that I feel like I'm okay, things I feel like I'm doing okay. I'm not gonna name them, but then I went to that list and said, Michelle, what are some areas that you can do better in? And I list those areas, and I look at that and I say, okay, this is what I need to do to get myself together. When someone says you need to get yourself together, Tamika, you need to get yourself together. Shamira, you need to get yourself together. Jana, you need to get yourself together. It's not always nothing negative. It's only them saying, hey, look at the areas where you might need to improve and work on that. You may be a good provider for the home. You may be the breadwinner. You may not have to get it together in that area. But you may have to get it together on how you shop. You may have to get it together on how you spend your money. Getting it together are just bad habits that we need to break. So the next time you tell your spouse, or your spouse tells you, you need to get it together, feel free to ask them, well, what part about me getting together do I need to do? What do I need to do? And have your list ready. Don't let nobody try to outdo you and tell you what you need to get together. I already be aware of what you need to get together. I already be aware of what you need to work on. That's a part of your self-awareness. That's a part of knowing about yourself. Tara can come to me and she can tell me, Michelle, you need to get yourself together by trying to go to bed early, or try to, work on, maybe walk at least 3 days a week instead of just 2. And I know what she means, and I know those are the areas that I need to work on. And I try my best not to take offense, because I only know that she wants to help me. I get that. So when someone tells you Girl, you need to get it together. Don't be so offensive. Don't be so offended. Ask them, baby, what do I need to do to get it together? What in me that you see that I need to get together? What area do you think I need to work on to get myself together? And whatever conversation she was having with that person on the phone, that one statement was a trigger statement that I picked up and walked out of that store with. It's time to get yourselves together. But while you're in the process of getting yourself together means working on things that can enhance who you are and make you a better you. So to all my friends and families and enemies or whatever, make sure you are working on getting yourself together.